draft process going?
It's been going really well. Just kind of cleaning up my technique, and I mean, I kind of wish I would have been doing this before, for my senior year, but it's never too late. So I've just been working on my technique, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. What was the biggest thing that maybe scouts told you, like, hey, we'd love to see this from you at the pro day, or what's been the feedback so far?
Honestly, what they like to see most is me just running a lot of double move routes and just opening up my route tree because we're air raid offense.
How'd you feel about that combine performance? Is that kind of, obviously why you didn't run the 40 today, and just what feedback did you get based on that run?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I just been, so working on my craft. So just knowing what the NFL coaches and wide receiver coaches wanted to see from me is basically the main reason why I came out to the combine, to do what they wanted to see.
How hard is it to maybe ignore some of the mock drafts, or do you pay attention to that, or do you kind of try and ignore it and just kind of focus on what you can control?
I don't really focus on the mock draft. I've been learning how to control what I can control. So when my phone gets, starts to ring on draft day, I now get the opportunity to be able to make plays in the NFL. It's not about whoever gets drafted first. It's about being a playmaker in the league.
Speaking of mock drafts, I mean, Cole Beasley was here and then went to the Cowboys draft, being at SMU. How would you feel about following in those footsteps and going down the road to Arlington?
I would love to go down the road. It would be, really cool just to be around the area that I basically like. It's really where a bunch of the football happened for me. So just always be in the backyard of my college and stuff like that. Being able to come back to my coach, that will always be good for me.
What's the anticipation been like for you? I mean, you ready to get this draft over? Like, what's the anticipation like last couple weeks been for you?
I mean, I've been looking forward to this combine. I mean, I was looking forward to the combine. I was looking forward to the pro day. Now I'm looking forward to draft, and then eventually I'll be looking forward to being able to play on the field. So just step by step.
How about having the opportunity of going to the NFL, and what's that, a dream come true, so to speak, knowing that that's ahead for you?
Yeah, so I've had a lot of older guys like James, Danny, and Reggie that's basically helped me be able to control, dreams become a reality. So it was a dream at first, but now it's just the next step and being able to, take advantage of the opportunity.
You caught some balls out there, but you were catching a little guy as well. Like, talking about your biggest fan out there and having family out here.
Yeah, no, it's amazing having family and support. Everybody out there, my family support me. They got my jersey on. I wasn't really looking at the sideline, as I wouldn't be looking during the game. So just to know that they were, around me, their presence is always good to have them around.
What would be your pitch to NFL teams? What skill set you bring to them as a wide receiver coming out in this draft?
I think I can do anything any receiver can do on the field, outside or inside. I'm a playmaker.
There was a lot of NFL scouts during the season that came here. I mean, have you seen a lot of familiar faces through this draft process? And I guess, have the questions been similar from during season when they came to the draft process now?
No, honestly, all the questions changed after the combine just because they see me running good 40. A lot of the question was about my speed, and after speed, they got to find something else to critique, and so that was me being able to run a consistent open route tree, and I just proved that to them today.
Was that 4.5 something that you wanted? Like, was that like a timer? Like, hey, I gotta get a 4.51.
So honestly, a lot of the teams got me at low 4.4s. Wasn't too worried about a media time. It's just whatever the teams got. I was out there to prove myself to them and not to the TV.
Speed kind of throughout the season was always something people like in the draft experts would be like, oh, Rashee Rice, but I don't know about the speed. And did you feel like when you saw that during the season, was that kind of like, oh, I'll show him come combine and pro day and stuff?
Yes, I mean, out of high school, I always had to prove myself. College, we're at SMU, we've been always having to prove ourselves as a team. So, I mean, it wasn't nothing new to me. I mean, it's just being able to prove myself to them is just a different opportunity to shut everything down and close all the noise off.
Mm-hmm.
What are your plans for draft day? Be with family or anything?
Yes, I'll be with my family.
Any teams you really had meetings with that you came away thinking, wow, all right, they really kind of covet me or anything like that?
So there were some teams like that, but today, honestly, I kind of started building a relationship with certain wide receiver coaches, so it's all up in the air for me. I mean, I really don't know right now.
What did Reggie was here today? Like, what did Reggie and James and them tell you about the pre-draft process, and did it match up with kind of what they told you?
Yeah, just honestly, just to keep working. You know, we're in a great position to, you know, you're eventually going to get drafted. So a team's going to come get you, and once you get drafted, like the work doesn't stop. You got to keep working.
How much did working with Coach Likens this past season really help you, and just obviously help you get to the season that you had this year?
It was tremendous help. Coach Likens has been like my favorite person, favorite wide receiver coach. He's helped me so much on the field and off the field. So just him being able to coach me in the right way, he learned me so fast to be able to know how to understand me and understand how I learn from him faster.
During the pre-draft process, it feels like eyes are on you constantly. I mean, are you excited to just kind of now be able to move past? Because this kind of feels like the last thing in public before the draft actually happens.
I mean, honestly, like the work don't stop. So, I mean, eyes are always gonna be on me, and I plan for eyes to continue to be on me when season starts.
Anything else?